Guys, I have come to talk about something. Yes. Every day, you people ask me that. Every time I have a story to tell. Yes, I have a story to tell because, yesterday is when I realized that I left my parents' house when I was 18 years. At 18 years, never leave your child to go because you don't know. You don't know which hands are they going to be folded in. Oh my God, my God. Tell you what, I saw sick. I saw my life part. Oh, it was not work way. No, 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 no. Nana wena vili waffe gye banzaala nga nina okukola ki okunoonya obulamu. Purposely, I had to look for life. Had to look for where I can live. I had to start from zero. Imagine, from zero, taking care of myself. The person that took me as she promised my parents that she's taking me back to school. Yeah. She promised my parents she's taking me back to school. Little did I know that I wasn't going to school. Yeah. That was my cousin. And she's there proud. She wanted to see me again because we departed 2009. Yeah, 2009 is when we departed. When I knew exactly her intentions towards me, I chose to leave her and I looked. So they had confused my parents. You know, these parents, they think they wanted life, they wanted a better life for me, where they did everything that they should do to make their daughter happy, to make their son to be happy, to make life, next life, put a breath in someone's life. Here is where I felt my cousin's hands and I was in the wrong hands. She promised my parents to take me to school at 18 years, but she took me as a house girl in Kenya. Every day I could ask her, why am I not at school? She told me you don't have enough requirements that you can go to school. Yeah, every day I used to ask her questions, why would I not go to school? But she told me I don't have enough requirements until we finish 1 year. Mind you, I'm waking up in the morning preparing this girl. They had a baby girl called Titi. I was preparing her in the morning, cooking food, looking after her. This girl, she's going to school. I'm remaining home, cleaning house chores to a sister-in-law to her. Then I was asked her, when does Edith coming back so that I also join the school? She used to wait for Edith to come. Every time Edith comes and I tell her, why am I not at school? She will tell me I don't have enough requirements and school fees so that I can go to school. I knocked a year. And another year came. So me, in my mind, I was 20 when I have clocked 20. Yeah, I was clocking 20 actually. It is 1 year and 2 years and 6 months down the road. I had to cross from Kenya to come back to Uganda to my mom. Every time I could ask them, at least they could bring for my mom. At least they could bring my mom for me so I can see her, then she'll go back. They could tell me that she will come. They would promise me that she will come. She never came, actually. She never came. So just woke up in the morning. I prepared this kid because this boss, I came to realize after 2 years is when it leaked in my mind. I was like, I maybe have come here to work. But when I was cleaning this people, two people. I was cleaning in the kitchen. This my cousin and my her sister-in-law, they were in the sitting room talking. Then by that time I think they did not notice that I have understanding Swahili. So they were talking in Swahili. They were telling them, we are going to have her work for 5 years before we take her home, because she had to take care of my child. And I have no one to take care of my child, because she loves the kids and she's good at work. The moment I had that, the following day, I think after 2 days, this lady, she used to go at work at 4. Remember in Kenya, the people, they will go at work at 4, very early in the morning, because she was a doctor. She used to go very early in the morning at 4. She has already made her, she wake up me at 4, at 3:40 there. I make her, actually, milk tea. And I make a chapati. When the chapati I make previous day, then I leave it in the fridge. You can make chapati for 1 week and you keep it in the fridge for at least for 1 week. But for her, we used to make it like previous day. We buy milk and we buy skuma, and we buy the meat. So we keep them in the fridge. So that every time she's going to work in the morning, I have to prepare for her that tea, milk tea. She used to have this gas, down gas, like this. A gas that has an oven, So I woke up very early, but my mission was to run away from that place and go to my mom, as long as I knew the direction to my mother, because at 18 years of age, when the time I left my mom, I knew where she is, and I knew her name, I knew my father, I knew my siblings, I knew my uncles, I knew everyone, actually. Yes, only from my mommy's side I knew everyone, but my daddy's side I did not know anyone, because I did not know all of them, because I did not grow with them. I grew with I grew from my childhood. I used to stay with my grandma from my father's side, so I know most my mommy's side. So I know most from my grandma's side from my mom, other than the my father, like my father's siblings. I did not know them. I only knew one, but I knew his name, but I did not know his face, because I had never sat down with him. So I prepared everything. I woke up in this car. Baby has pooped in the Tiber. It pissed me off so much. At that I had to be in the class. I had at school. Me, my hunger was not anywhere else. If anything that I did that girl, that it was not right, I pray to God forgive me, because I did, because of I was hunger. My hunger was about going back to school, finishing my school. Here I am. After in the morning, I prepare this girl. I prepare my mom to go to work. This girl also, she woke up. I washed her very well. I put the clothes. I washed the clothes. I put them where they're supposed to be. There, when I'm doing my duties, then I put my clothes in the clothes, the few that I could manage to carry. I saw that lady waste her money previous night. The money house, it was for a house. Then she told me, you are going to give that money to caretaker. Yes. Then, but I saw that money was around 35,000. We were staying at Ngong Hill, just nearby from Ngong to town. It was very near, and I reached town. I just asked where the bus stops. That bus take me to Mumbai. Of course, I wanted to go home, so I took some clothes that I could. I put in a small bag that I found around there, and I put my shoes. I put my phone. That time the phone has come. using a Motorola phone. I left the kid in the home with a nanny, another nanny in our neighborhood. I did not leave her alone in the house. I left her to our neighbor because our neighbor, every morning I could open the door. We had a neighbor who are Tanzania. They could love this kid so much because the baby, I used to take care of the baby. She was very smart. Her hair was very tall and very neat at the time. She was very smart, let me tell you guys. Even if you admire having that child, okay? And then I left her with that lady. And then she asked me, where are you going? I was like, no, I'm going to the shop to buy sauce for food. I was like, yesterday you know I was like, no, can you wait for me? We go together. I was like, no, I want just to buy very fast so that I can cook for this baby before the mother comes back. Because the mother used to come back at 4, very early. At 4 sometimes, but when sometimes she's not going to come back, she could call and tell me, you know what, Miss Kuji, I don't come back. I'm not going to come back. I was like, okay. I made sure that this baby, she was clean. She was very neat. I closed the door and I told this girl, can you hold for me because I'm just going nearby. I'm coming back. I had already put my clothes downstairs because we used to stay upstairs. So I first put my clothes downstairs before I went and knocked this girl's door and told her, please, can you stay with me with this girl? So I go in the market, I come back. She was like, it's okay, no problem. It is okay. Titi, she's so clean, she's so nice. I was like, okay, my deal is done. I sit in public men up to town. I reached town, I had my money. They were charging 600 bob from Kenya to Uganda. But for me, I wanted to stop in Malaba because I didn't want to go to Mbale. I come back. But from Malaba to my home, it was very nearby because we used to walk sometime back. Waluya, you know that place. So I went when I was still in the road. I reached in Kakamega because from Kakamega to Malaba. I reached Kakamega, then boss called me, told me, where are you? I have today I'm not coming back and get good care of a child because I'm not coming back. I told her, no, you better go home and meet your child because I'm not there and I'm not going to come back there. I am in Kakamega right now. I'm going home. I did not say Kakamega. Actually, I did not say the place, but I told her I'm already in the bus processing to go to my mommy's home. Hey, this lady shouted at me, who told you, who permitted you, as in who permitted you to go home? Why would you go home? She shouted at me in the bus. And remember, for me, since day one from my life, even if I hold my phone now, I'll hold it in the loudspeaker. I don't want to be so much. Then she was like, who permitted you? I have never even taken you in town. How did you know the way to take you in town? And from get a bus that can take you home. They are going to kidnap you. I told him no, even if they will kidnap me, but at least if the kidnapper can take me back to school. My issue was going back. I was like, you know what? I told this girl the truth that, you know what? I promise when I'm going back home, I'm not coming back to work as a house manager to that house because for me, they brought me in that house when they are promising me to go to school. And let me tell you guys, if you're not ready to take over someone's child, please leave that child with their parents. There is no mother or father will fail their child. At least they will eat nothing, but they're staying happy. Actually, my family, we didn't have enough, but we were happy. All of us, we were happy when we are together. We can just make a comedy in our family, and we laugh and we laugh and we laugh. And the day ends when you haven't eaten, but we are not so much hungry. But you are seeing your mother, you're seeing your siblings, you're seeing your friends. You can run to your grandma. At least you find something there from your. So if you are not able to take care of someone's child, please, if you cannot fulfill the promise, leave that child to their parents. Me, with my family, I was happy. With my parents, I was happy. With my siblings, though we didn't have enough, but we were happy. the day they will chase us to school, we shall encourage each other, and we come back home in peace. But this lady, she's taking me to Kenya. She's telling my parents that they are going to take me to school. She's not taking me to school. After 2 years, I'm working as a house manager. They're giving me 1,000. I imagine I was working for 1,000. So you people, you're now working is a lot of money, but I had someone is working for 100,000 Kenyan money. Mimi, I was working for 1,000. Hello, I don't know you girl, you'll see the happening. If one day they will put me in the same place with that lady, I will chase her there because she don't deserve being there. So she did not take me to school. She's still claiming on me. Then when I go back home, I reach home. Actually, I didn't stay long with my parents. The time I reached home, I think I spent 4 days. After 4 days, this person, there's another person, again from my father's side, told me, you know what, they're giving bursaries at Makerere, and they're giving bursaries to certain schools. So let us go and apply in Makerere. That time I have never stepped in Kampala. Let us go and apply. I told them that because of the strikes in Makerere, I don't want to apply there. Let us go and apply to at least Chambogo University or KIU. Then to reach in Kampala, she took me in Chira, was it Chira? Yes, Chira Chiwanataka. Chira Chiwanataka. Yo. She took me to Chira, a very, very deep, not even, you cannot even peep and see the Kampala. Very deep inside there. I have gone where, still I have gone to work for someone. Guys, as a houseman, let me tell you people, I have suffered. I have suffered. I have suffered. This lady, she's taking me to the home that I went to work as a house girl. But here I was confident that I'm in my country. Still, I can go to my home. I can go to my mom. Because me, with my mom, we are like this. Though my mom, she has never been in my life as a mother. Like, she has never been in my life as other people that I see with their mothers. But me, with my mom, we are like this. She has never been in my life, but I love her. I don't know who is tying which self to who, but me, I love my mom. So I went in to work to the house. I remember those guys, they were called Winnie and Derek. Winnie and Derek, they had 4 kids. The oldest was called Angel. The second was called Amanda. The third was called Didi. The fourth was called Amber. I know you people, you're still there. You are watching even me. These guys are following even me on my socials. There I saw the tears. I cried. These guys, they used to eat chickens, good food, but they could give me kalo, millet flour and beans. Mind you, I have grown in my family. I don't eat that food because if I eat, I'll gain diarrhea immediately. And diarrhea immediately, my toilet, it was outside, and my toilet was next to the dock. I know you people, you know Kuchi, you can talk to Kuchi. Oh, guys, I had infection. You people, you don't have infection. You see these people tell that I went and sleep with any man so that I got infection. Me, I saw infection without sleeping with any man. I saw infection damaging my private part with things like big pimples. Guys, I don't know where I can even. Let me tell you, I am about just maybe go. I just pray to God to give me a second chance so that I can enjoy in my next life. But this life that has passed, I have never enjoyed myself. Mind you, that is when I was 20. I'm going to make 21. I worked in a place. Diarrhea. Yo, I ran the toilet over more than 50 times that day. And I have to work. Only the one thing that I did not do in that house, I did not wash clothes because they had Mama Fua. They had a woman who comes and wash those clothes because they were using manual wash. Because at that time, I don't think that they could they could afford a machine actually, because the woman was working, was baking cakes, and the man was working in the government. The ambassador from Nigeria, he came to, because you see Amanda Makabe, like that. A father is a Nigerian, a mother, she's a Ugandan. Yo, this girl, this woman showed me problem, showed me shege. I suffered. And the man wasn't aware that I was tortured. This woman could want even to beat me. Even that day, she attempted to beat me. That day I left her house. Me with beating. If you want, even right now where I'm seated here, if you want to chase me without quarreling, without disgracing yourself, without because you disgrace yourself, I'm not replying. Attempt to beat me. You'll find me not even the police. Tomorrow I'll be at Uganda airport. I will cause any chaos here, and tomorrow I'll be at Uganda airport. If you attempt to beat me, that is it. This lady, she attempted to beat me because I cooked nuts and silverfish and cod band. Hey, in the morning, she was sleeping in her house. We just woke up and prepared kids. They were studying at Makerere Senior Secondary School. I think it's Makerere Senior Secondary School. The moment we prepared the kids and they went with their father in the car, the father was driving a Wish. Hey, this lady, she could go back and sleep on her. They had, I had a small phone. I had a big small phone. My Motorola, I still have. By that time, I still have my Motorola. What I did, I just called my mom, because I used to call my mom, and my mom, I'm the one who bought for her phone. And that time I was calling my mom. I told her, "Mom, are you okay?" "Yes, I'm okay." "Mom, expect me, come and pick me in town at this time, because I don't." He told me, "Brother will come and pick you in the night." Mind you, I left for these kids to come back. They went in their room in the night when they're sleeping. Remember, my toilet is outside. And in the night, we have to leave the dog out. Don't lock the dog. We lock the dog in the morning. But during the night, the dog has to be out. I just went outside the gate. I went home. I reached home. I went to Kampala city. I went to the bus. That was my mom to tell me I should use Coach. I went to the bus and used Coach. I went home. Until I reached home, it is when this lady called me, and in the morning was like, "Are you sleeping until now? Wake up, prepare kids to go to school." Mind you, I left at 9 in the night. In the morning at 6, she's calling me that I should get up and should open up the door and take care of kids so they can go to school. And you remember, I still have that thing that I should go to school. Me with school, we are like this. Even now, even if I find someone who takes me back to school, I'll go back to school. I really want to go back to school by that time. I told her, "I'm sorry, madam." It was like, "You are in the shouting. Do you wake up in the morning to go in the market? How do you think that this had a supermarket? How do you think that right now there is an open market? Where are you exactly?" I told her, Madam, stop shouting. Right now, I'm in Mbale town. I'm going home." I was like, "Huh?" I say, "I'm in Mbale town. I'm going home to my father's home. Me with beating, we are not going to work together." Yes. Let one work for you. If there is beating going to work for you, it is better. But if it is me who is going to work for you, no beating in this house. So that is when I left that house and I went home. I got a job. This job now I had wanted to work like when I think I was approaching 21. Yes, I was approaching 21. I got a job of being a mistress in the dormitory. Remember, you're going to have a dorm space. The kids, they sleep at school. So I wanted to be mistress in dormitory. So I went to ask for a job. And I did not find a job that I wanted because I wanted nearby my mother. So anytime I set on your marks, go, I'm at my father's home, which was not impossible. I got a job from Mbale to Masindi. It is like 7 hours drive, 7 hours, more than 7 hours. It is like 9 hours drive from Mbale to Masindi. I got a job in Masindi, Kinyara, nearby the factory that makes Ugandan sugar. So this uncle of mine, this is an uncle. I think it's an uncle. He told me he has a school. He was high school, secondary school. Then he wanted someone to go and work in his dormitory, as a dormitory. So he told me that now it's better that I found my sister's daughter so that I will know exactly what, Mind you, he took me as a dormitory worker, but I reached Masindi. I worked as a house manager. Yeah, you never see heaven, but you have seen. You have what goes on comes around. This guy is called Peter in Masindi, along Kinyara, but in the Kinyara market, he's nearby Kinyara market. That school, I'm going to speak that school with time, but not now. I went to Masindi. Still, I worked as a house manager. You see how the family like what the family has betrayed me, and you people are expecting me to share out about my family. This is one. The one thing that I'm not going to do is share out about them. Anyway, I reached this house. This guy, the house that they took me to work as a house manager, they paid my uncle money so that he can give me away. I was working for 30,000 Ugandan shillings. That is actually 1,000 Kenyan money, actually 1,200 like that. So I worked again as a house manager. Then, working like a house manager in that house, this man, the owner of the house, used to go for a safari. He used to work up countries, but up countries. Maybe when he goes outside the country, that would be Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda, and Sudan. But he used to sell fish. This lady, she was a Munyankole. You'll never see heaven. So that's why, guys, I tell you that you just subscribe my YouTube channel and follow me. You'll see the better thing. And I wish I could go back in those places to show you each and every. But any time that I find the opportunity of reaching those places, I will exactly show you those places. So, this woman, she used to eat fish and matoke. That is Ugandan local food. That is matoke, but sauce you can use. But this lady, she used to let me eat kalostil with beans or with unfried silver fish. But I worked until I got my transport from Masindi to home. That was 30,000. I worked for 4 months. After 4 months, I got my transport. Just immediately after she went to school. She had a son that it is disabled, but they say that the workers because she mistreated the workers that used to be in that house before me, then those workers, they did that to her son also. They made her to spend a lot of money. So for me, I did not do anything because I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I am a child of God. Only what I stand on prayer. Maybe when the prayer can change. But after 3 months, I went back home to my mom. I told my mom, you know what? I was not working as a dormitory. I was working as a housemaid somewhere. He sold me somewhere. Hey, my mom, she was very mad. My mom was very mad. Do you know the mad person? Very mad at his brother. And told me, my daughter, she's looking for the money of going back to school. When do you think she's going to get that money? You have tortured her enough. Let me tell you guys, I was tortured, mentally tortured, spiritually tortured, and biologically tortured, and let me say physically. I'm tortured. That's why you see me when I found someone that I love. I love generally. I thought that these people, they would give me real love, but no. They don't give me a real love. They just want what I have, but they don't love me. And that's why I chose to say, you know what, let everyone be in their corner. If you need to find someone, just find them in their place of their house. Anyway, I went back home to my mom. After going back to my mom is when I picked up the idea of one of our village girls. She was going for catering school. Then I told her, when you reach there and you have a place that they need anyone to just, even if to wash those things that I make cakes for, just let me know. But me, in my mind, I had a mission. I was not just purposely to go and wash those currents, but my mind was like, Julie, find something for your hand. Oh, funny enough, I was just walking, then I saw they had posted they want workers in that catering school. Then I was like, you know what, let me apply, let me try. I applied by myself. You know, everything that I do by myself, it works out. But the people that have promised me, you are nothing. Let me tell you guys. Here I apply, here I go and get a job. Let me remove this one. This one is disturbing. I had something speaking in my mind, boom, boom, head. So I go and apply for a job. They told me it is just, we have a stewardess. Steward is meaning to wash plates. The stewardess, and we had cleaning, we had restaurants. But my mind was not at receptions. My mind wasn't at cleaning. My mind, it was at stewards. Because if you are at stewardship, you are not going to rent because you need available person. If you are not going to be hungry. Cakes. That's why you see me. If I come to your function, I don't eat cakes. Just know that I'm there here. I'm going to learn everything that they are using in those cakes. That is how I did. They are paying me. I'm learning to do the cakes. I'm learning to cook. I'm learning everything at table. I was learning to cook cakes. I was learning to cook food. I was learning to cook everything. I was learning to set the table. I was learning to package food on a plate. I was learning how to refrigerate dinner, lunch, and breakfast. In my mind, I did not pay them even a coin. Right now, I can do for you food, and you're like, wait. But I was paid. I was paid 90,000 per month. After 90,000 that I was paid per month, I worked there for 1 year. Remember, the semester is for 1 year. The school is for 1 year, for catering is 1 year, and after 1 year you graduate, you leave the school, they bring another student. I worked for 1 year, then I got the money for renting my own house and paying my school fees at Uganda Royal Institute. Did you see my journey? Do you see how the journey moves? Do you see how the world runs fast? I had learned catering. They graduate when I know more than the people they even graduated on that day. Yes. And I found the money. I was learning for free. I found the money of my rent and paying my school fees at Buganda Royal Institute of Journalists. Buganda Royal Institute of Journalists. Mind you, I have left my mom. Now my mind doesn't have my mom. my mind now is not young. I'm coming 24 there when I'm 24. My mind is at work. I remember at catering school, I was working as a steward, but I was learning everything that we were doing. After 1 year, I have known everything more than the students. They graduate. For me, I leave that place. I go and rent my house. It was for 50,000 per month, and joined Buganda Royal Institute. Ask me, how do you join Buganda Royal Institute, and where did you get the money that sustained you? I remained with Sam Kamani because at Uganda Royal Institute 3 years for School of Journalists. I went for the School of Journalists for 3 years. And here, I remained with Sam Kamani and start a small business, this day-to-day business for food. I start cooking food, selling 2,000, 5,000. Like, end of the day, I had a bigger and mega orders from companies. Extenuous, is it extenuous? Yes. I had companies that helps people for the companies that orphans companies. They used to employ me to cook for them. I reached time I had workers. And I needed workers. I need a hand to work with me. I reached time like this season of graduation, I could cook from graduation to graduation. I could cook for my business and I could cook for people's home. They could call me, come and cook for us. We are 10. I could charge every plate of food at, hey, you people, God is well. That is when I went back to school. After finishing School of Journalists at Mengo Royal Institute, I went ahead of looking for every opportunities of working on the radio show, because right now I wanted to have my workers at my business place, but I still wanted to work as to pursue what my journalist, because I really wanted journalists. By the way, I really wanted journalists from day one. That is the time. From day one, I wanted to be a journalist. And from there, I looked for a job. I did not find a job. I first figured out, what do I do? What can I do? People, they used to tell me about YouTube. COVID-19 came, people were telling me about YouTube. I was like, no, that YouTube is not going to work. It is not going to work. Until one day I just woke up in the morning. Those people who used to encourage me to come to YouTube in COVID-19, I told them, no, I don't want, it's not going to work. Right now, they phone me on YouTube without me calling them. Because I knew that my platform is here. I did journalists, no one can give me a job, but I can give myself a job. No one could give me a job. I looked for all the radio stations and TV stations to look for a job. Because of my appearance, people, they used to even estimate me. People, they used, I think I was a curse, actually. I reached a time I told God, why me? I reached time and asked God, why did you not place my father with money so that I could not suffer like that? I am suffering now. God is good. God is good. That is a story of mine. Let me go and do other works. Thank you so much. Peace. Go. My parents' brothers has disappointed me, I'm not going to bury my dream. It is me to stand on my feet and learn how to push. So I pushed my life. Here I am. Right now I'm working, but the money that I'm getting here is more than the money that I should get in the journalist. Yes.